Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to clean this messy data into a very beautiful presentation. Means we will learn the cleaning rules from start till the end and convert this messy data into a beautiful presentation. So if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe now and watch this video from the start till the end because everything is interlinked with each other, and at the end of this video you will be able to clean any kind of data. So let's begin the learning. So let's start cleaning this data. Please remember, always make copy of your data before doing any action on your raw data set, because in case if it goes wrong you can always go back and check your copy, right? So in my case I have this sheet and this data, right? What I have to do, I have to make a copy of this sheet. This is your always first step when you are cleaning the data. So what you have to do, you will right click on the sheet and click move or copy, and you will click on create a copy, and you can always make it at the end of this workbook, so you can always select move to end and press OK. So you can see that the system has cloned this data set into a new sheet. So now you can call it data, and now you can call this raw. So this is your raw data. We will not touch this sheet, we will work on this data sheet, right? So now you can see this data has lots of irregularities. Like you can see this hash sign, you can see so many decimals on the amount side, you can see the height of this column is irregular, you can see the size is coming next to the product category, you can see the name are also irregular. So we will do it all the steps one by one, right? The second step the one should do whenever you are cleaning this data, that you should always auto fit the column height and the width. How you can do that? You can always select the whole sheet from this corner tab, right? Or you can press Ctrl A, right? When you do this, after doing that, you will go on home. On the home you will click on the format, and on the format you will click on auto fit row height, right? And you will again go on the format, and then you will click on auto fit column width, right? So you can see the system has adjusted the column height and the width, right? So let's go all those columns one by one, and let's see what irregularities we do see. Okay, in this column we are seeing it's a number column, right? And we have some misalignment. So what we can do, we can select this column, go on home, right? We can do all the values into align right, and we can change it to a number format, right? And in the number format you can see the decimal appear, we can always make it 0. So now we know, okay, this is the number format, right? Functioning perfectly. This is the product ID, and this is perfectly fine. We can increase the width according to our requirement, or we can centralize it if it looks suitable, right? Now on the column C, there are some actions that I need to perform. You can see this M is a medium, S is a small, right? L is a large. So these are the sizes which are coming along with the product category. I want the sizes to appear in the next column, right? So how I can do that? I will insert a new column right next to it by clicking the next column, the top header, right click and click on insert. So you can see a blank column appear. Now what I need to do, I need to detach these sizes, and I will notice that all my sizes are separated by this dash sign. So how I can separate all my values with this dash sign? I will select the column C, make sure your next column is a blank, go on data, and then I will click on text to column. Here I will select delimited. Next, here instead of tab I will click other, and here I will put the dash. So you can see it's also previewing that we are separating these values which are separated by the dashes. Then you click next and finish. So you can see all your sizes has came into the next column and dashes have been removed. Now you can name it size, right? Perfect. And you can also center align it accordingly. Here in this column, the customer name, you can see the extra grid line is coming here. We don't have to worry about this because all the grid lines and these kind of work we can do at the end once we clean all our data. So let's ignore these grid lines, but we can see that there are some extra spaces here coming from the beginning on the middle, like that. So how we can fix this? And just for our understanding purpose, let me also regulate the naming style as well. Let's say some name are coming, some letters are capital form, some letter are in a small capital, so we have to auto fix all of them. How we can do that? In order to do that, we will again insert a new column next to it, right? And here we will put a formula which calls trim. The trim will basically remove the extra spaces from the beginning, from the ending, and from the middle of any text. So when you open a trim formula, you can select the specific name and just close the bracket, right? And then you can simply double click it and it will apply to all of them. So now you will notice that all the extra spaces coming in this beginning, at the middle, or in the ending has been removed now, right? But this name anomaly is still there, right? So what we need only the first letter of each word is to be capitalized, rest should be a small word. So we can also combine this formula with another syntax which is called proper. So proper will capitalize the first letter of each word into a cell, right? So we are removing the spaces and then we are correcting the capitalization of the word, and you can close the bracket and enter, and you can always double click it and you can see the spelling error has been fixed, right? Now you can do what? You can select all of them, copy, and now we have to overwrite this specific cell because this is just for supporting and calculation purpose. So if I put it here, so you can see my result has changed because now the system has moved the reference into a size. So we do not have to paste like that. So I just undo it. What I need to do, I need to use a special feature of a paste by right click and here you will see some values here which are the paste option. I need to paste as value, so you just click on this value, so I just click here. So now you can see this is now overwritten and this is perfectly fine now. So now you can easily remove this column, you don't need that. The age looks completely fine. The gender, okay, so gender you can see it's coming as 1 and 2. The 1 is basically male and 2 is a female. We do not need the gender like that. So we have to replace the 1 with a male and 2 with a female. How we can do that? Simply select the whole column and press Ctrl F. When you press the Ctrl F, you will see this window find and replace. You just click on replace and you can select 1 and make it male and replace all. And here you will select the find word 2 and replace with female and click on replace all. So now you can see you have successfully changed the male and female accordingly. Okay, this transaction date, you can increase it. Okay, right now you can see they are all the dates, right? So in here you can see the month is coming first, the day is coming next to it, and then the year. So you can adjust this formatting according to you. What you have to do, you have to select the column again, right click, go on format cell, and here you will select the date, and now you have several date formatting available how you want to show it. Let's say I want to show it a full date, which is a day and the 3-letter month and then the 2-letter year. You just press OK. So you can see now it's 2 Jan 2021 and onwards, successfully done. Now let's come to the next column, which is the payment mode. In the payment mode, you will notice one thing, that we are doing the payment through the card, cash, or the transaction is cancelled, right? But In the parentheses, you are seeing the order number. Don't you think this is confusing? Because we already have the order number in our first column. Why we do need the same order number again here? So this is basically not a good presentation. So we have to remove all the things which are coming in the parenthesis and the parenthesis itself. How you can remove a specific area of the text within a long range of items? It's very simple. What you need to do, you will select the whole column, right? Press Ctrl F. Again go on the replace. I need to find the opening of the bracket. I need to find closing of the bracket. So you can see opening of the bracket, closing of the bracket. This is always the same. But the data in the middle, you can see this order number is different, this is different, can be anything. So for anything, we always type star in the Excel. So anything within the bracket, it should be ending at bracket, it should be starting at the bracket, but can be anything in the bracket. I need to replace it with nothing. I will not put anything here. And just click on replace and you can see all this extra data has gone. Perfect. Isn't it crazy? Okay, so now let's come to the next column, which says quantity, right? The quantity looks perfectly fine to me. We can expand this column as per our desire, right? Now we have this data, right? You can see this is number, some extra decimal here, don't worry about that. Okay, perfectly fine. But here you will notice one thing, that a green mark is coming before the number. What is this? Basically it shows that this number is entered as text, right? So if you do any calculation with this cell, it will not be applicable. This is need to remove this text. How you can do that? Just select the first cell, right? You will notice this exclamation sign is coming. Go till the end, till the last row, and you will see the exclamation sign till the end. Click here and select convert to numbers. So now you can see all this green sign has gone and now it has been changed to the numbers, right? This is all the values that I need to show in 2 decimals. So I just select all the area here, right? It's all the area. I will go on home and let's say I want to show the dollar values, for example. So I just click on dollar and just reduce my decimal sign from this home tab, right? So now you can see this is perfectly good. But you will notice one thing, that those orders which are cancelled, it's showing as blank. So instead of blank, I want to show it as NA, not applicable. How I can do that? Because this is the blank cell, this is the blank cell, this is, and I don't know how many blank cells we do have in all the data. So I want wherever it shows a blank cell, I want to make it NA. It's very simple. Just select the whole range of the data where you are interested to put NA. So from K till the P, I want to put NA, right? But only in a blank cell. So for that purpose, in order to select only the blank cell, you will go on home. In the home, you will click on find and select, and here you will click on go to spatial. When you click on go to spatial, you have several options to select. Here you will select the option which says blanks. After selecting the blanks, press OK. So you can see that only the blank cell has been selected and the first one is active. What you need to do, you need to directly type NA and make sure you do not press the enter, because here you have to press Control plus enter. So Control enter, when you add, it will add the NA to all the cells, right? And then you can Now further format it, improve it for a better visualization purpose. It's very easy, right? See, this is all the dollar values, so select this specially, and you must make the width of these column exactly the same. So you can increase it like that. You can see all are now in the same order. You can always make all of them into the left line, right? And quantity, especially, you can make it a centrally aligned. You can adjust the payment column. You can adjust the date as a center aligned, gender as a center aligned, age as a center aligned, right? So age won't be a big value, so you can simply have a small column. So now you can see this looks really great. Now we still have to do more. See this grid line? Select the whole table and remove all the grid lines. Just go on the border, home, and remove all the borders, right? Now what we have to do, we can change this table into a table format. What is table format? This is a normal range of data. This is not a table. This is a normal range of data. When we use table, the table has some extra features, right? So in order to convert this data into a table, right, it's very easy. You have to select the whole data. You will go on insert and click this table. You can also click Control T to convert anytime any range into a table, which is a shortcut key. So you will click on the table and it says my table has headers. So yes, our first line is a header. So you press OK. So you can see the data has now changed into a very beautiful presentation. So we can also notice that there is new tab is open, which is called table design. So you can always click here and select your desired theme, right? So let's say this one looks good. So I just select this one, right? And I can also remove this extra grid line which is coming. Again, it's up to you if you want, by going on the view and click on the grid line, right? And we can also add more features into this specific table. One very good feature is a slicer. So let me show you. Let me create some extra column right next to this table, right? So you can see this is an extra table and my data is now next to it. So now I will click on this table and you can see this table design open. You will click here and here you see it says insert slicer. You will click on insert slicer and now you can select your desired column slicer. So let's say I'm interested in age, I'm interested in size, and I am interested in the payment mode, and press OK. So you can see 3 slicers has been appeared, right? So I can bring them here and reduce the size, right? And just like this I can add. Okay, for this age slicer I will bring it here next to the size and reduce the size like this. And the payment mode I will bring at the very last, right? And reduce the size like that. And I can also further customize this color. When you click this slicer, you will see the slicer tab is now open. And let's say you select this one you want to select like this one, and for this one let's say you want to select the green one, right? So now I can select, I want to see only those data which is large in size, so you click on L. You can see that I want to see all those large data which are paid through card, so you can see only the card data is coming. I want to see only those whose age are 18, so you can see this data is coming. I want to see a 21 year of age, 22 year of age, so I can see any data, means according to my filters, and I can always defilter by clicking this X sign perfectly. And it's up to you how you want to use this slicer. So I'm hopeful that you guys have learned how to clean the data, right? It's solely up to you how you see the data and how do you approach it to clean this data, right? So let me know in comments if you learned something new today. And if you're not subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe now, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.